Imagine this. You're over 60, lying in bed, exhausted. Yet your body just won't let you sleep. You toss and turn, your legs cramp, your heart feels restless. Many people believe poor sleep is just part of aging, but here's the shocking truth. It's often linked to one silent deficiency: magnesium. Magnesium isn't just another mineral, it's the quiet hero behind more than 300 processes in your body. Without enough of it, melatonin drops, your nerves can't relax, and your sleep gets broken into restless fragments. But here's the hopeful news. By adding simple, everyday foods rich in magnesium, like almonds, spinach, soybeans, oats, or even sardines, you can reset your natural sleep rhythm. I've seen people start with just a warm cup of soy milk at night or a small bowl of oatmeal before bed, and within days they were falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, and waking up with more energy. Science confirms it. Magnesium calms your nerves, reduces stress hormones, and even eases nighttime cramps. So, instead of reaching for another pill, maybe your answer is already waiting in your kitchen. Now, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it right now as you're tuning in? Drop your answer in the comments below. You might be wondering, why does such a tiny mineral like magnesium have such a powerful impact on our sleep? Let's dive into the science and see how this silent guardian works inside your body. Let me share something that might surprise you. Magnesium is often called the relaxation mineral, and for good reason. Inside your body, it quietly takes part in more than 300 different biochemical reactions, many of which directly affect how well you sleep. Think of magnesium as the conductor of an orchestra. Without it, the instruments, your nerves, muscles, and hormones start playing out of tune. That's when your brain struggles to produce enough melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to rest. And without magnesium's role in balancing GABA, the calming neurotransmitter, your mind keeps racing when it should be winding down. I once spoke with a woman named Mary, 67 years old, who hadn't slept through the night in years. She told me her nights were filled with restless tossing, cramps in her legs, and an anxious mind that just wouldn't shut off. She thought it was just old age. But after a checkup revealed she was low in magnesium, her doctor recommended a simple dietary change. Within weeks of adding magnesium-rich foods, like a handful of almonds in the evening and leafy greens at dinner, her nights transformed. Mary fell asleep faster, and most importantly, she stayed asleep. Science backs up her story. Clinical studies on older adults show that after just 8 weeks of magnesium supplementation, people fell asleep about 17 minutes faster on average. Their sleep efficiency improved, nighttime restlessness dropped, and melatonin production became more stable. Even during the day, they reported feeling less fatigued and more energized. But the benefits don't stop there. Magnesium also helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol at night keeps you alert and restless, but when magnesium brings it down, your body can reset its natural rhythm. The result? A smoother transition into sleep and fewer wake-ups in the middle of the night. So, here's the bottom line. When your body has enough magnesium, your nights change. You drift off more easily. Your sleep becomes deeper, and those frustrating awakenings in the dark hours become less frequent. It's a simple mineral, but it can make the difference between nights of exhaustion and nights of true rest. Now that we understand how powerful magnesium is for calming the body and restoring deep sleep, the next big question is, where can we actually get it from? Don't worry. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated diets. In fact, some of the best sources of magnesium are everyday foods you probably already know. Let's explore the top 5 magnesium-rich foods that can gently guide you into a better night's sleep. Let's start with one of the most comforting and familiar foods, oats. They may seem simple, but a warm bowl of oatmeal before bed can be a powerful ally for your sleep. Oats naturally provide magnesium, but that's not all. They're also rich in tryptophan, an amino acid that your brain uses to make serotonin, the feel-good chemical that eventually converts into melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to rest. To make this process even smoother, oats contain vitamin B6, which acts like a spark plug, helping the conversion along. And because oats are full of complex carbohydrates, they make it easier for tryptophan to cross into your brain, setting the stage for deeper, calmer sleep. There's real science behind this. In Japan, researchers studied people over the age of 60 who added oats to their evening routine for just 3 weeks. The results were striking. Participants fell asleep faster, woke up fewer times during the night, and reported a more refreshing rest in the morning. This isn't just theory, it's proven in real lives. Take Mr. Tanaka, a retired teacher from Osaka. For years, he struggled with light, broken sleep. He often dozed off in front of the TV only to lie awake for hours once he went to bed. After learning about oats, he began preparing a small bowl of oatmeal with warm almond milk about an hour before bedtime. Sometimes he'd top it with sliced banana or a spoonful of chia seeds. Within days, he noticed something different. His body felt more relaxed, his thoughts slowed down, and he started drifting off almost effortlessly. Weeks later, he was not only sleeping longer, but also waking up with more energy to enjoy his morning walks. If you want to try this for yourself, timing matters. Eating oats about 1 to 2 hours before bed seems to work best, giving your body enough time to digest while still delivering their calming effects. Choose rolled or steel-cut oats over instant ones. They're gentler on your blood sugar and keep you full without discomfort. And if your digestion is sensitive, start with smaller portions until your body adjusts. Sometimes, the simplest foods carry the greatest healing power. A humble bowl of oats might just be the soothing ritual that turns your restless nights into peaceful, restorative sleep. If oats are the warm, soothing comfort food for better sleep, then almonds are like nature's tiny sleep capsules. Just a small handful can deliver a surprising dose of magnesium and even natural melatonin, working together to calm your body, ease stress, and prepare your heart and mind for a truly restorative night. Let's uncover why these crunchy little nuts deserve a spot in your evening routine. Almonds may look small, but when it comes to supporting your sleep, they pack a powerful punch. Just one handful, about 28 grams, contains around 76 milligrams of magnesium, which is nearly 20% of what most people need in a day. On top of that, almonds naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to rest. This combination makes them a perfect evening snack, gently lowering cortisol, your stress hormone, and guiding your body toward relaxation. But the benefits don't stop at sleep. Almonds are also rich in healthy fats and vitamin E, both of which nourish your heart and blood vessels. When your heart is strong and your circulation is smooth, your body can fully shift into repair mode at night, giving you a more restorative sleep. It's like laying the foundation for your body to recharge properly. Let me share a story. Susan, a 72-year-old grandmother, used to struggle with racing thoughts before bed. No matter how tired she felt, she couldn't escape the cycle of stress and late-night worry. Her daughter suggested a simple change. Replace her usual sugary evening snack with a small bowl of plain almonds. At first, Susan was skeptical. How could nuts help her sleep? But within a couple of weeks, she noticed she was dozing off more easily and sleeping more deeply. The late-night heart palpitations she often felt began to fade, and she woke up feeling calmer, with more energy for her morning gardening routine. For Susan, almonds weren't just a snack. They became a nightly ritual of self-care. If you'd like to try this yourself, keep it simple. Aim for a small handful, about 20 to 25 almonds in the evening. Choose raw or lightly roasted almonds without added salt or sugar. These give you all the benefits without the extra ingredients that can disrupt your sleep or raise your blood pressure. Pairing them with a warm drink, like herbal tea or a glass of warm milk, can make the experience even more soothing. The truth is, sleep doesn't always require complicated fixes. Sometimes the answer is as simple as reaching for a handful of almonds, a crunchy, natural way to calm your body, support your heart, and invite a night of deeper, more peaceful rest. When we talk about foods that truly nurture the body from the inside, soybeans deserve a special place. They're not only rich in magnesium, but also packed with plant protein and natural compounds called isoflavones, which can help balance hormones, especially valuable for women after menopause. Research from Japan even shows that people who regularly eat soy products like tofu, soy milk, or steamed edamame tend to sleep longer and enjoy better quality rest. And when magnesium in soy teams up with calcium and potassium, it can ease muscle cramps that often disturb sleep at night. Let's see how this humble bean can bring calm to your nights. Soy is often underestimated, but it's a nutritional powerhouse. Alongside its magnesium content, the isoflavones in soy mimic gentle estrogen-like effects in the body, helping smooth out the hormonal fluctuations that can wreak havoc on sleep. This is particularly important for women going through or after menopause, a stage where declining estrogen often leads to hot flashes, restless nights, and difficulty falling back asleep. Beyond hormones, soy's unique combination of magnesium, calcium, and potassium supports muscle relaxation and nerve health, reducing those sudden leg cramps that can pull you out of deep sleep. The scientific evidence is compelling. A large observational study in Japan found that older adults who consumed soy regularly were not only sleeping longer, but also reported feeling more rested. The study highlighted soy milk, tofu, and edamame as common choices. Simple, everyday foods that delivered meaningful improvements in rest. Take, for example, Mrs. Hoa, a 66-year-old retired nurse. After menopause, she often woke up drenched in sweat, her heart racing, and her legs aching with cramps. She felt trapped in a cycle of exhaustion, dozing off during the day but unable to stay asleep at night. Frustrated, she began searching for natural solutions. A friend suggested adding soy milk to her evening routine, along with simple tofu dishes at dinner. At first, Mrs. Hewa was doubtful. She'd always seen soy as just another protein option. But after a few weeks of consistency, warming a small cup of soy milk before bed and adding steamed edamame to her meals, she noticed real changes. Her hot flashes became less intense, her cramps eased, and she began sleeping for longer stretches at a time. What surprised her most was the calm she felt. Instead of dreading bedtime, she looked forward to her nightly ritual of soy milk, which felt soothing both physically and emotionally. Her story reflects what many others have found. Soy doesn't act like a sedative, but rather restores balance, creating the conditions for natural, restorative sleep. The key is moderation and choosing the right forms. Minimally processed soy, plain soy milk without added sugar, fresh tofu or lightly steamed edamame, delivers the benefits without the drawbacks of overly processed products. Of course, it's important to note that soy isn't for everyone. Those with thyroid concerns or individuals taking hormone-related medications should consult with their doctor before making soy a regular part of their diet. But for many, soy is not just food. It's a gentle, natural tool to reclaim restful nights. So next time you're searching for a simple way to improve sleep, consider reaching for soy. A warm cup of soy milk or a light tofu stir-fry in the evening might just be the small change that makes a big difference. Sometimes better sleep doesn't come from a pill. It comes from the everyday foods that have been with us all along. When it comes to green vegetables that heal from the inside out, spinach stands at the top of the list. More than just a side dish, this leafy green is loaded with magnesium, over 150 milligrams in just one cooked bowl, making it a natural relaxant for your nerves and muscles. But spinach doesn't stop there. It helps your brain create serotonin and melatonin, delivers oxygen to your cells with iron and vitamin C, and shields your nerves with powerful antioxidants. Let's explore why this simple vegetable can be such a game changer for your sleep. Spinach works on multiple levels to prepare your body for rest. First, the magnesium in spinach activates GABA, a neurotransmitter that slows down brain activity and invites calm. If you've ever felt your legs twitch or your muscles cramp in the middle of the night, magnesium from spinach could help ease those restless symptoms. Beyond magnesium, spinach provides folate, or vitamin B9, which is the starting block for serotonin production. Serotonin later converts to melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. This means spinach doesn't just calm your body. It helps regulate the entire sleep-wake cycle. The benefits continue with iron and vitamin C. Together, they improve oxygen transport to the brain, ensuring your mind stays clear and well-nourished. Spinach is also rich in antioxidants like lutein, zeaxanthin, and beta-carotene, which protect your nerve cells from oxidative stress. In short, spinach creates the perfect biological environment for deep, restorative sleep. Let me tell you about Mr. Robert, a 70-year-old retired engineer. For years, Robert struggled with poor sleep. He would fall asleep quickly, but wake up 2 or 3 times during the night, often with leg cramps. He had tried teas, over-the-counter sleep aids, and even white noise machines, but nothing gave him consistent relief. That changed after a visit to his nutritionist, who suggested he add spinach into his dinners at least 4 nights a week. Skeptical but curious, Robert began making small changes. Instead of heavy evening meals, he prepared light spinach stir-fries with garlic and olive oil, or blended spinach into soups. Some nights, he even had a warm spinach salad with a drizzle of lemon juice, which boosted his vitamin C intake and improved iron absorption. Within 2 weeks, Robert noticed his leg cramps were less frequent. By the end of the month, he was waking up only once a night and often going right back to sleep. He also felt more energized during the day, which he attributed to better oxygen delivery from the iron in spinach. What's striking about Robert's story is that it wasn't a dramatic overhaul. It was a small, consistent change. Spinach became part of his routine, a gentle evening ritual that nourished both his body and his sleep. Of course, spinach isn't perfect for everyone. Because it's high in oxalates, people with a history of kidney stones should be careful, and those on blood thinners need to keep an eye on its high vitamin K content. But for most people, lightly cooked spinach, steamed, sautéed, or blended into soups, is a safe, powerful addition to their diet. The lesson here is simple. Sometimes, the foods we overlook hold the keys to better health. Spinach, humble as it may be, has the power to quiet restless nights and restore balance to the body. A single bowl in the evening might be the missing piece in your journey toward peaceful, refreshing sleep. Sometimes, better rest isn't about complicated treatments or expensive remedies. It's about listening to what nature has already placed on our plates. Spinach, with its calming minerals and protective nutrients, is a simple yet powerful way to help turn your nights from restless to restorative. When it comes to foods that nourish the body and calm the mind, we often think of nuts, greens, or grains. But there's one surprising sleep supporter that comes straight from the sea. Sardines. These tiny fish may not look impressive, but inside each serving lies a treasure of magnesium, calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3s, all working together to relax your nerves, steady your heartbeat, and guide you into deep, restorative sleep. Let's uncover why sardines deserve a place on your plate, especially in the evening. A single 100-gram serving of sardines offers a generous dose of magnesium alongside calcium and vitamin D. This trio works like a team. Magnesium relaxes muscles and nerves. Calcium helps steady contractions and keep your heartbeat regular. And vitamin D supports bone health and hormone balance. When magnesium is lacking, sleep disturbances often follow, ranging from restless tossing to nighttime anxiety. Adding sardines to your diet can help refill this vital mineral and restore calm to your nights. But sardines bring another secret weapon: omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These healthy fats play a direct role in lowering cortisol, the body's stress hormone. Too much cortisol at night can leave you wired, unable to drift off. By reducing cortisol and boosting serotonin, omega-3s help set the stage for both falling asleep and staying asleep longer. Over time, this leads to more consistent, deeper sleep cycles. The benefits extend beyond sleep. Omega-3s are known for their heart protective powers, improving circulation and lowering inflammation. They nourish the brain, supporting memory and mood, and combined with calcium and vitamin D, they strengthen bones, a crucial point as we age. In fact, a 2021 study showed that eating just 200 grams of sardines per week significantly reduced the risk of developing type 2 diabetes in people with pre-diabetes. That means sardines aren't just helping you sleep, they're protecting your long-term health in multiple ways. Take the story of Miguel, a 68-year-old retired fisherman from Portugal. Despite living by the ocean all his life, sardines had slowly disappeared from his regular meals. Over time, he began struggling with insomnia, often waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. with a racing heart and restless thoughts. His doctor suggested stress was part of the problem, but also encouraged him to look at his diet. Curious, Miguel went back to his roots and started eating sardines twice a week, grilled simply with olive oil and lemon, just as he used to when he was younger. Within a month, he noticed a difference. His sleep grew deeper, he stopped waking up so often, and even his energy during the day improved. The change was so noticeable that his wife began joining him in this new ritual, and together they felt not only healthier, but more connected to their traditions. Of course, there are a few things to keep in mind. Sardines are often canned, so it's best to choose varieties packed in water or olive oil. and watch the sodium content. For people with gout, sardines should be enjoyed in moderation since they are higher in purines. But for most, a serving once or twice a week offers a safe, nourishing boost. There are many simple ways to enjoy them. Some prefer them grilled fresh with herbs, others like them mashed onto whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon or added to a light pasta dish. For an evening meal, pairing sardines with a fresh salad or a side of steamed vegetables makes for a balanced, satisfying dinner that sets you up for a restful night. When we think of sleep, we often overlook the power of food. Yet here is a perfect example. A small fish that delivers big benefits. Sardines not only calm the nervous system and help regulate sleep hormones, but also support heart, brain, and bone health. They remind us that sometimes the answers to better rest aren't found in a pill or complicated treatment, but in the simple, wholesome foods we choose to put on our plates. So, the next time you're searching for a natural way to sleep deeper and wake up more refreshed, remember the humble sardine. It's proof that even the smallest of foods can bring the biggest changes to your nights and your life. If there is one message to take away from this journey through the science of magnesium and the foods that carry it, it is this. Better sleep is not always found in a pill bottle. Sometimes it is waiting quietly in the kitchen, hidden inside humble, everyday foods that we often overlook. So many of us, especially after the age of 60, accept restless nights as an unavoidable part of aging. We shrug off the leg cramps, the tossing and turning, the racing thoughts, telling ourselves, this is just how life is now. But the truth is different. Science tells us that many of these struggles are not simply the result of age, but of a missing element, magnesium. This mineral, involved in more than 300 processes in the body, is like oil to the engine. It keeps everything running smoothly, from calming the nervous system to regulating melatonin, to helping muscles relax. What's inspiring is how quickly change can come once magnesium is restored. Clinical studies show that older adults who add magnesium through diet or supplements fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up with more energy. That's not just data on paper, it's real transformation in real lives. And the best part is, we don't need complicated regimens or exotic ingredients. The foods we've explored, oats, almonds, soybeans, spinach, sardines, are affordable, accessible, and versatile. Think about oats, with their soothing warmth and natural mix of magnesium, tryptophan, and melatonin. For some, like Mr. Tanaka in Japan, a simple bowl of oatmeal in the evening was enough to turn fragmented sleep into deep, restorative rest. Or almonds, the crunchy little powerhouses that not only calm the nervous system, but also nourish the heart, laying the foundation for a healthier, more peaceful night. Susan's story reminds us that swapping out a sugary snack for a handful of almonds can make bedtime something to look forward to again. Soybeans show us another side of magnesium's gift, how it works with plant compounds to restore hormonal balance. For women navigating the turbulence of menopause, soy can be more than nutrition. It can be comfort, calm, and a bridge back to restful nights. Mrs. Hoa's warm soy milk ritual is a beautiful example of how small, intentional choices can heal the body and the spirit. And then there's spinach, the leafy green we so often dismiss as just another vegetable. Yet within its leaves lie nutrients that calm nerves, deliver oxygen to the brain, and protect our cells from damage. Mr. Robert's story, where spinach dinners eased his cramps and let him sleep through the night, reminds us that healing doesn't always have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, and deeply nourishing. Finally, sardines, rich in magnesium, calcium, and omega-3s, show how the sea itself can gift us better sleep. Beyond calming the nervous system, they strengthen the heart, the brain, and even the bones, helping us feel stronger and more resilient day and night. For those who include fish in their diet, sardines are not just food, but medicine wrapped in flavor. When we bring these foods into our daily lives, something powerful happens. Sleep stops being a battle and begins to flow naturally again. We no longer lie awake dreading the night, but welcome it as a time of renewal. And this isn't just about sleep. With better rest comes sharper memory, steadier moods, stronger immunity, and more energy to enjoy the moments that matter. Whether that's walking in the morning sun, playing with grandchildren, or simply waking up without that heavy fog of fatigue. Of course, every person is unique. Some of us may see quick changes, others may need more time and consistency. Some may have health conditions that require adjustments or caution, like kidney stones, thyroid issues, or medications that interact with diet. That's why listening to your body and consulting with your doctor is always wise. But for most, the path forward is clear. Food can be our medicine, and magnesium can be the missing piece. So as you reflect on what we've explored, ask yourself, what small step can I take tonight? Maybe it's adding a warm bowl of oats before bed, swapping a cookie for almonds, pouring a cup of soy milk, sautéing spinach with dinner, or opening a can of sardines for a quick, nourishing meal. You don't need to change everything at once. Even one choice, made consistently, can start to shift your nights from restless to restful. In the end, sleep is not just about closing your eyes. It's about giving your body permission to heal, restore, and renew. Magnesium-rich foods offer us a gentle, natural way to reclaim that gift. And perhaps the greatest hope is this. No matter your age, no matter how long you've struggled, it is never too late to improve your sleep. The solution may already be on your plate. So tonight, instead of resigning yourself to another restless night, try reaching for one of these magnesium-rich foods. Give your body the tools it needs and watch how it thanks you with deeper sleep, brighter mornings, and a stronger, healthier you.